Is Cloudworkers really a great way to potentially find a full-time chat moderator job that pays well, or is it a platform to stay away from? My name is Michael and I have tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and many viewers have asked me about this platform. So therefore I decided to take a closer look, and in this Cloudworkers review I will share my opinion about this so that can help you to figure out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join, what the requirements are, and you can actually join from basically all countries, and they even say that you don't have to stay in your own country. You can work from anywhere as long as you live up to the other requirements. And also you can see in the top corner there are many different countries that it's available in, like different languages, so you don't even have to speak English perfectly. For example, if you have a mother tongue of one of these languages here, you could potentially also get hired. Other than that, there are a few other requirements. You can see you do need a PC or laptop, so you cannot do this from your phone, and you need to work as a freelancer, the possibility to work as a freelancer. So that means you are not hired by them, you will be working as a freelancer. So that's also just something you need to be aware of. And then there's some openness to adult dialogues. We'll talk a little bit more about what does that actually mean, because we'll talk about what kind of chat moderator jobs you will be doing a little bit later. Then competent spelling and grammar, but that can be in several different languages. Ability and willingness to work just 12 hours per week. So you need to work a minimum of 12 hours per week. 18 years old, and then open mind, relaxed approach, good sense of humor, all this, that's kind of like random stuff, so, but that's a requirement that you need to be aware of. So other than that, you don't need any specific experience or education or anything like that. But let's talk a little bit more about what kind of work you will be doing, because that's very important to consider also before we go into then the payout options and also the earning potential. So when you first come to Cloudworkers, it might be a little bit difficult to find out exactly what kind of work you will be doing, because you just see here that you will be working as a chat moderator, and here, for example, you can work from home or from the other side of the globe. You decide when and where. You need a computer, stable internet connection, and then they will give you long-term employment, professional growth and advancement. All that sounds good, but what will you actually be doing? And then the job description, again, it's a little bit vague in my opinion. You can read if you have a little bit more experience, so you will understand what you will actually be doing. But here, for example, our chat moderators are engaged in text-based online chats in one or more online social community platforms. Their objective is to animate those communities, stimulate conversations, and thereby cultivate long-lasting relationships. Creating an engaging and imaginative experience for customers is key to the success. So you will be entertaining customers, build rapport, and develop lasting relationships with customers by making the customer feel good about themselves. So basically, based on my experience after working online for years, you will be pretending to be someone else, keeping people in a social community. Likely they will be in some kind of paid community, and you will be pretending to be maybe not even the gender you are, something else, to keep them feeling good about themselves, so they keep being a member of that platform. In my personal opinion, when I look at this, that's a clear, no-go for me, because I don't want to participate in what this is based on, what I am pretty sure this is. I don't want to pretend to be someone else, to keep someone else thinking that they're talking to a real person. If they knew it was not a real person, but if they think it's a real person and they keep paying for access to talking to that person, in my opinion, that's just that's unethical. That's nothing that I want to participate in, but this is what it seems to be about. And also you can see, if you actually read more into it, you can see it will be of adult nature, because down here it says openness to adult dialogues. So again, that's something personally, I don't want to sit and chat about something like that, pretend to be someone else. That's just, for me, not a way to make money online. But so many people have asked me about what does it actually offer, and it might not be clear. So I just wanted to share this. Also, if you actually did go through with it and have worked for them, feel free to share your opinion and experiences about it. This, again, I just want to make it clear, this is my opinion. It doesn't mean that you might think it's unethical or don't want to do it. I'm just doing this based on what I think, based on my experiences and my personal opinion, because many of you have asked for that, and that's, you know, if you watch my other videos, I will share my honest opinion about it, whether it's positive or not positive, and then you can form your own opinion based on that. But this is a little bit more about what you will then be doing, but let's also then talk about how you can get paid and how much you can earn. So when it comes to any online earning opportunities, you always need to check the payout options before you start working, because you need to make sure that you can receive the money in a method that you actually prefer or that you like. And you can see it in the FAQ section. They say they make payments via bank transfer or PayPal. So good payout options. You can get paid in cash no matter your preferences, and you'll get paid within the first 10 business days of the month for the work done in the prior month. So a little bit of a delay there, because 10 business days, it doesn't mean the first 10 days, you know, it needs to be 10 business days. So that's just something to be aware of. Also, you do need to be aware that you are hired on a freelance basis, so you need to make an invoice before you can get paid. So, you know, that's just a little bit bureaucratic thing you need to be aware of. Not all freelance platforms will have that. It's not, you know, a big deal, but it's just something you need to be aware of. Also, you do need to be aware that you do need to confirm your identity and that you are over 18 years old to join. So if you don't feel comfortable about sharing your identity or verifying your identity, this is not for you. Just to make it clear, as mentioned earlier, the job itself, you will be in, I'm assuming in most of the jobs, be anonymous. You will take on a role, so that's not like where they will see who you actually are. This is for the platform to check. So that's just a little bit to be aware of. But let's talk about the earning potential then. So when it comes to the earning potential, they don't say exactly how much you will earn per hour, but usually for chat moderator jobs, this will also depend on the country you live in. But overall, you can see it's a long-term employment. So they also say that it's a minimum of 12 hours per week. So in general, you have on platforms like this the option to kind of like say how many hours you kind of would like to work, but you need to be aware that it doesn't give complete freedom, because even though you can do it from basically anywhere, you do need to be, of course, for certain shifts in front of your computer. So that's just something you need to be aware of. So you know, it doesn't give complete freedom to work completely on your own terms. But from what I've been able to find out, it should be possible to potentially make a full-time income like this, but there are some disadvantages, as I talked about here. Also, you shouldn't expect a huge hourly rate. It can vary from country to country, as mentioned. Overall, you know, it will require quite a bit of effort to make a living from it, but it is possible to do from chat moderator jobs like this. So to sum it all up, Cloudworkers can be a way to earn some money as a chat moderator. Personally, my opinion is that this is something that I would stay away from, just because I do not want to participate in anything where I have to pretend to be someone else to get other people to pay to talk and chat and keep them engaged in a community, and definitely not talking about the topics that you would be talking about here. But that is my personal opinion. If you think this is great, then it can be a way to earn some extra. You do need to be aware that it will require quite a bit of effort to potentially make a full-time income, but you can make decent money as a chat moderator. That personally, I would go for other types of chat moderator jobs, or if you want to completely work on your own terms, create an online business instead. That's what I've done, because you know, then you can really work on your own terms, and you can only participate in things that you really truly believe in and trust. You know, I do have more information about the exact method I've used for this. I'll leave a link to that below. I also do have a list on my website of different chat moderator jobs you can apply for. In my opinion, better options than this, mainly because of the type of works you can find there, where it's just something that I would prefer participating in instead. But that's my personal preferences. If you're interested in more information about that, you can also check out the link below. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.